Greetings, greetings America, greetings nation. I, the Queen of Nations, is coming back to you with another video, a fresh download from heaven. This morning at 2 a.m. the Lord woke me up and asked me to do a video on Tyre Nichols. What really happened? Okay? So God said to do a video on Tyre Nichols. God said that the officer that pulled over Tyre had been watching him for a minute. God said that the officer that pulled Tyre over had been watching him and monitoring him for some time now. That officer that pulled Tyre over committed a hate crime. God said that officer that pulled Tyre over had hatred in his heart. God said that officer that pulled Tyre's profile and couldn't find nothing on him, so he got out of his patrol car and proceeded to approach Tyre's car. And Tyre Nichols did no wrong. So God said another officer, officer number 2, pulled up on the scene, and when officer number 2 pulled up on the scene, officer number 1 then pulled Tyre out the car to make it seem like Tyre was doing something wrong. God said he did no wrong. Tyre's life was taken due to a hate crime. So when the second officer pulled up, officer number 1 tried dragging Tyre from the car with such force. Officer number 2 saw what officer number 1 was doing. Without asking questions, officer number 2 joined forces with officer number 1. God said he just went in on him. Just went in on Tyre for no reason. God said there was no probable cause, innocent. Those 5 officers, God said, took an innocent man's life for no reason. God said a life for a life. For that killing of Tyre Nichols, all 5 officers need to be executed, a life for a life. God said, I will not forgive them officers, the 5, because it was all intentional behavior. God said the 5 officers was in on it together, and I, God, will not forgive you officers. God said to check the officer number 1's officer data computer because officer had been monitoring Tyre for a while sitting afar in an unmarked car. God said to drag the innocent man out of his car and beat him like that is beyond him. That he was not forgive that 5 officers because it was prematurely done on purpose. God said, I, God, am tired of people who sit high in authority and just treat people bad and kill them because of a badge. You were innocent, Tyre. It is not the way, God said. The 5 officers that killed Tyre on purpose will not and shall not be forgiven because the hate crime they committed was on purpose. God said those officers target Tyre because they could not find nothing on him. So they made it up. The whole story is a lie, God said. Those 5 officers killed my sheep for no reason. Those 5 officers were under my judgment, saith the Lord of hosts. I will not forgive them. God said those 5 officers need to spend life behind bars. No parole, no hearing, no bond, no justice, no peace. I, God, am not pleased with this behavior. God. In closing, don't get mad at me. I'm just a queen messenger. Take this messenger back to God if you got a problem with it. Again, I'm just a queen messenger, God's servant, his mouthpiece, whom he uses to get his word out. Amen. God said, no justice, no peace. Do the right thing. Justice for Tyre Nichols. Amen.